question is, do you guys enjoy, thrive on horror movies? Because I definitely do not in general, actually never ever. There is not one horror film I've seen which I've said, you know what, that's a rewatch. Never in my life.
Yeah, me neither. I sit there, shaking, possibly crying, looking between my fingers, wincing.
To be fair, Five Nights at Freddy's wasn't exactly super scary. It had a couple of jump moments, but when it was a 15, I said, you know what, this isn't going to be as scary as I thought it was going to be. But mentally, I hyped myself up too much.
You did.
I thought, I'm going to shit myself. But I just kept on making it worse in my own mind, even though really, in reality, it wasn't very scary at all.
Look, I have to admit, the beginning third of the film, this guy was jumping at everything because he was in his head about it.
Yeah.
He was thinking it was going to be those absolutely screaming, gory deaths, that sort of thing. But they panned the camera away, they sort of left it to your imagination because it is a 15. I'm very glad they did that, otherwise this definitely would not be a rewatch for me. But I think story-wise, this film did a pretty good job. Was it see-through? To some extent, yes.
100% yes.
But no one's coming to see this film for the plot.
It's true. I mean,
Right?
I don't know. Maybe this is the story from the video game. I don't know. I just remember watching jump scare moments from people, YouTubers, gamers playing it 10 years ago. I don't really know what the story is. I just know that there's animatronics and they're going to end people at a pizza parlor.
Yeah.
That's it.
I think that's actually a perfect synopsis, what you just gave just then.
That's the bare bones. That's the elevator pitch.
Yeah.
All right? Everything else is just the tendrils. It's the excess. But that is the core of the movie. The thing is, Josh Hutcherson was actually pretty good. At the beginning, I thought, I don't buy him as this girl's dad. And then a minute and a half later, it was, oh no, that's not the dad. That's the brother. I went, oh, that's much more reasonable.
Yeah, very
much more reasonable.
I will say his performance was almost too good for a horror film. I feel like he was really, really giving it, and he was very believable. And I feel as if he has actually opened up a new realm for himself in the next couple of years. I see him being in more horror films.
Right.
His reactions, very, very memorable. As far as the general story went, look, I love me a full circle moment. I didn't want a full circle moment here. There is a level when you get to when you're making figure of eights. It's too many things being strung together, and I did not enjoy that aspect of it. I feel like some of the elements of Josh Hutcherson's story, Mike's story, maybe it was best to not find out the truth about them, right?
Yeah, I think that they went too far, honestly, in terms of completing the story and trying to make it 100%, oh wow, look what they've done. But it just felt very, very bland in terms of the ending. I think if the one thing hadn't been done where they'd just turned it on itself 7 times in a row, I think it would have been fine. But that last one with the reveal, which wasn't really a reveal, because in my head I was thinking, please don't do this. Don't do it. If you don't do that, I'll be absolutely fine. But that single-handedly, that twist, which wasn't really a twist, took this from like a 7.2 to a 6.1.
Yeah, I'd agree. You didn't need to tie it off in a bow. You could have just left those threads dangling. Maybe this film get a sequel?
Maybe. I don't know. I can't see how they make a sequel unless it's at the Five Nights at Freddy's place, which I don't really see happening because, well, they destroyed it.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's what's supposed to happen in the game, but at the end of the movie, it's like, well, I don't see how you can make a sequel, even though there is potential there. I just don't have the horror brain to come up with a concept to say, hey, 5 Nights at Freddy's 2, 10 Nights at Freddy.
10 Nights at Freddy's.
10 Nights at Freddy's.
5 Nights at Freddy's squared. 25 Nights at Freddy's.
And I think a lot of people will like this movie because they didn't go too hard with the horror. But in my mind, considering it was a 15, and when we watched it all those years ago in cinemas, that was also a 15, this almost felt like a 12 in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
Even though the jump scares were there and they were oftentimes making me lose my mind, the actual goriness was non-existent. You never saw a lot.
12A could have easily been this. I feel like if they cut just small bits away,
tiny amounts,
it could have been 12A, and this could have made potentially even more money.
I mean, it's made a shit ton of money. It cost $20 million, it said. Opening weekend, it's made like 120 worldwide. So the thing is profitable. Blumhouse and Universal are going to be saying, how do we make a number 2? get in the room, the writer's room, and figure it out. That's what they're going to be saying.
Oh, 100%.
Because money is money at the end of the day, and this thing could end up grossing 250, even $300 million worldwide.
Oh, yeah.
Which is a W if there ever was a W. Anyway, guys, if you did enjoy this video, please do like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel down there. If you didn't, then who's going to come after them? One of the Five Nights at Freddy's lads.
Yes.
It might be Chicky. It might be Foxy.
Might be Freddy himself.
It might be Freddy. I don't remember all of them. Cupcake maybe was one of them.
Yeah, Cupcake.
I'm just making that up, but there was a Cupcake, and that was also one of the souls of. We don't want to spoil anything
no
needlessly.
spoilers.
You don't want any of those mad lads coming after you, all right? You just don't. Do they want that? No. So just subscribe anyway to avoid that. I've been NarendraTheComic.
I've been on Sensei.
She's been on Sensei. You've been Grant. We'll see you next time. That's tomorrow. If you don't know, make a video every single day. Been doing it every day for over 5 years now, and we won't stop until we get to 10,000 subscribers. So do subscribe. Pop back again tomorrow for some more quality shitty content. So hashtag never not here, hashtag goes. Also bring the pakwas. Pakwas means nonsense in Punjabi. We also bring that. Bring a lot, bring a little, do a lot, do a little, but we do indeed bring the quality shitty content on a daily basis. So see you tomorrow for more of the same, slightly different, but essentially the very same. Once more, see you then. Skadoosh.
I got you! I got you! Take that, you freaking psycho! I got you!